Welcome to this presentation about the National Insect Appreciation Days BioBlitz that will be held June 8th to 13th in the district of Muskoka by the Bracebridge Library. What this presentation is going to cover is what exactly National Insect Appreciation Days are, what insects are, why you should appreciate insects, what a BioBlitz is, how to look for insects, how to photograph insects, what iNaturalist is, and how to use it. So National Insect Appreciation Days is an annual event that's sponsored by the Entomological Society of Canada every June 8th to the 13th. The aim of the event is to encourage public curiosity about insects and increase awareness of the insects that are present all around us. In-person events include open houses, outdoor activities, and classroom activities. An insect picture challenge occurs online. You can participate by posting a photo of an insect using the hashtags #InsectPictureChallenge and #NationalInsectDays, and challenging 5 others to do the same. So what exactly are insects? Insects are animals that belong to the phylum Arthropoda, that is, they're invertebrates with chitinous exoskeletons. They belong to the subphylum Hexapoda, that is, having 6 legs, a head, a thorax, and an abdomen. And belonging to the class Insecta, that's having jointed legs, compound eyes, and antennae. All insects are hexapods, arthropods, and animals. As you know, all animals are not arthropods, hexapods, or insects. So we're going to play a fun game called That's Not an Insect, because it's not. So up there in the top left, you've got a striped fishing spider. As you can tell, this has 8 legs, and it's got a 2-part body plan. We're looking for 6 legs and a 3-part body plan, so it's not an insect. Our suspect number 2 there is the house centipede. That's an arthropod. It's got 15 pairs of legs, not an insect. And number 3 there, we've got Rathke's woodlouse. That's an isopod. It's got 7 pairs of limbs, not an insect. The Canadian flat-backed millipede there for our number 4. That's got far too many legs to be an insect. Number 5 is the American dog tick. That's got 8 legs, not an insect. In the bottom there, with our number 6, we've got Daphnia femeralis. That is a species of the genus Daphnia. It's got 5 to 6 pairs of legs and 2 sets of antennae. We're looking for 3 pairs of legs, so it's not an insect. Our number 7 there is the water springtail. This one's a tricky one. Springtails were previously classified as insects. It does have 6 legs. What it does have also is internal mouth parts, which classify it as belonging to the class Antognatha. Number 8 there, we've got the northern clearwater crayfish. They have 10 legs among their appendages, so too many legs for an insect. Chimeras fasciatus, again, has more than 6 legs. The common earthworm there has no legs at all, so that's going down as not an insect. So here are some examples of things that are insects. And you can see they have an incredible variety. They all look different. So in our upper left corner there, in our number 1, we've got the tricolored bumblebee. That belongs to the order Hymenoptera, which is comprised of sawflies, wasps, bees, and ants. Our number 2 is the winter firefly. That belongs to the order Coleoptera. That's beetles. The golden-backed sniped fly there. Our number 3 belongs to the order Diptera. That's flies. Number 4 there is the Canadian tiger swallowtail. That belongs to the order Lepidoptera. That's moths and butterflies. The pale green assassin bug. Our number 5 belongs to the order Hemiptera. His constituents have piercing, sucking mouth parts. The bottom left there, our number 6, we've got the calico pennant. That's a species of dragonfly and belongs to the order Odonata alongside the damselflies. Number 7 there is the giant mayfly. That belongs to the order Ephemeroptera. That's mayflies. Number 8 is the northern walking stick. That belongs to the order Phasmata. That's stick insects. Number 9, we've got the green-striped grasshopper. That belongs to the order Orthoptera, which includes grasshoppers, katydids, and crickets. Number 10 is the laughing giant caddisfly, which belongs to the order Trichoptera. That's caddisflies. So why should I appreciate insects? So insects serve as pollinators and pest controllers. They remove waste and help to create and maintain soil. They're also an important food source for other wildlife. Our number 1 there, the harvest butterfly, and our number 2, the eastern calligrapher hoverfly, are both animals that feed on aphids as larvae, and they act as pollinators as adults. Our number 3 there, the Pennsylvania wood cockroach, helps to break down decaying organic matter. Our number 4, the 6-spotted tiger beetle, burrows into the soil during its larval phase and helps to create important macropores by so doing. Number 5, we've got the red-spotted admiral butterfly there, and it's well disguised as bird poop for part of its life cycle and can also incidentally serve as an excellent source of nutrition for young birds who need protein. Herbivorous insects are great converters of plant matter into protein and play important roles in many food webs. So what's a BioBlitz? So a BioBlitz is a kind of biological survey. It's an effort to identify as many species as possible in a designated period. So in this case, it's the District of Muskoka, and we're looking for insects between June 8th and 13th. And when looking for insects, above all, it's important to be safe. Check the weather forecast before you go out for any advisories, heightened temperatures, reduced air quality, thunderstorms, and other extreme weathers. Those are all good reasons to stay safe indoors. You want to be wearing closed-toe shoes with good traction. You want long sleeves, long pants, a sock, and a hat. When you do go out, those will help keep the sun and the biting insects off of your skin. Light-colored clothing is a good choice. It shows ticks the best. You want to wear sunscreen, you want to wear insect repellent, you want to bring a full bottle of water with you, and you want to only go in permitted areas. Stay on the trails. It helps to protect plants and other wildlife. And some trails that the public has access to go through private property that the public does not have access to. Please obey the law. Bring someone with you when you look for insects. Sometimes people who hyper-focus on a task lose their situational awareness and get into dangerous situations. Having someone with you can help prevent that from happening and help you manage the situation if it does occur. Avoid unduly disturbing insects. Threatened insects may react defensively by biting or stinging. By disturbing an insect, you can cause it to expend energy that it wouldn't have ordinarily. Insects have been found to remember and avoid pain. Please treat insects with respect. Remember to perform a tick check when you have finished your excursion. Once again, safety is the goal here. So, how do you photograph an insect? Step 1, photographing an insect is getting it in frame. You want to avoid disturbing the insect, you want to move slowly and avoid casting a shadow over the insect. Basically, you want to not act like a hungry bird, so it'll hang out instead of fleeing. If you're using a cell phone to take photographs, you may wish to use your phone's macro settings. It's a good choice for close-up photos of small things. You can also use additional lenses, like a clip-on lens, to increase magnification. You don't have to. If you're having trouble getting the insect in focus, putting your hand or a plain piece of cardstock behind it can help. It can be useful to include objects like coins or rulers in the shot to help provide scale for identification. Leaves can also serve that purpose. Some of the photos you take will be unidentifiable, blurry messes. Take more than one photo if you can, and take multiple views of an insect if you can. That's often helpful for identification. Some butterflies are best identified by examining both the dorsal and ventral views of the wings. That's what you can see when the wings are open and when they're closed. Light coloration can be an important identification trait for hoverflies. You want to try to get dorsal, ventral, lateral, anterior, and posterior views. That's top down, bottom up, side, face on, and rump on, if the insect is cooperative. Insects often have better things to do with their time than be perfect photographic subjects. Don't worry if you only get photographs from 1 or 2 angles. So what is an iNaturalist? It's a nonprofit organization, a website, and an app. It's a crowdsourced species identification system and a species occurrence record. It's hosting our BioBlitz. You'll be uploading your insect photographs to iNaturalist. You can do that from the app or your computer. You'll need to create a free account to do so. Their website is iNaturalist.org, and they have instructional videos and an FAQ if you'd like them. So how to participate in the BioBlitz. All insect observations made in the District of Muskoka between June 8th and 13th will be added to our BioBlitz project. If you've shared the location of your Muskoka observation and identified the individual that you're observing in that observation as an insect or a type of insect, then if the individual was observed during National Insect Appreciation Days, it will appear as part of the project, allowing for some computer delay. Okay, so how to upload your photographs to iNaturalist using the app. Go over this. This is the screen of my happy little iPad. And I'm going to want to go to the App Store to install iNaturalist. If you're on an Android device, that's a Google Play you're going to be looking for. So I'm going to search for iNaturalist, and this is what comes up. I'm going to want to choose Get or Download. I'm going to want to, once it's done that, click Open. And then I'm going to swipe on through to the app. And I'm going to sign up or log in. I already have an account, so I'm going to log in. And then this is what pops up. I'm going to click on Observe to make an observation, and I've got some choices here. I can choose the camera to take a photo and upload it directly to iNaturalist. I can choose Photo Library to upload a photo or photos already on my device. Or I can choose Record Sound to record a sound. There's nothing on this device, so I'm going to choose Camera. And then it's just going to go straight to my camera. When you're using it for the first time, you're going to get a little pop-up screen that's going to ask for permission to access something on your device. If you're trying to take a photo, it's going to be asking for permission to access your camera. If you're trying to take a audio recording, it'll access your audio. If you're trying to access old photos, it's going to want to access your gallery. So you're going to want to be choosing yes or allow to that so that you can upload those to iNaturalist, and then you're going to take or select your photo or sound recording, in which case I'm taking this photo, and then I'm going to add another photo because the insect isn't moving and I can do better. So I'm going to hit that plus icon there, and I'm going to take a dorsal view to go with that lateral view we just took. That is a back to go with the side. And then I'm going to take another photo here. So this is my attempt at an interior view, but the angle's a little awkward. And I'm going to try to take a posterior view as well. And I'm done. I'm done taking photos of this individual. And my observation has a time, it has a date, it has a location. I've set the geo-privacy to open so that it can be added to location-based projects like your BioBlitz. If it's not accessible, it won't be added to the BioBlitz project, so you're going to want to check that location status. And that looks good, so I'm going to click on What Did You See? That's my next step. And it's got some suggestions popping up. They're not confident enough to make a recommendation. That's probably because the insect is very small in the frame. If I had cropped that photo, it might be a little bit more confident, but I didn't. So I know it's an insect, so I'm going to type insect into that little bar with the magnifying glass where it says look up a species by name. And I'm going to select insects when the drop-down menu pops up. This is good. So when I'm selecting that, it will show up in our BioBlitz observations. And I've got all the information I want, so I'm going to click on Share to publish my observation. And iNaturalist is syncing, and I'm waiting. And now it's done, and my most recent observation shows up at the top of the list under the Me tab. And I am completely done. That observation is there. We have succeeded. Okay. So that's how to submit an observation from an iPad using the camera. It's very similar to do it on a phone, and it's similar to do it using the phone's gallery. Doing it on a computer is a little bit different, so we're going to walk you through that. So I'm going to need to escape from my presentation here. And I'm going to go to the iNaturalist tab. I have already logged in. I'm going to select Upload here in this corner here. I am going to choose Files. And I'm going to go to my downloads. Yeah. And I've got iCloud photos, go through my iCloud photos. And I'm going to select all of these images here. I just dragged and I dropped. Show that again. There we go. And I'm going to hit Open. And they're all going to show up here. So these 4 photos here are all of the same species, I think. And this one's a different one, but I'll check this. Okay, so this photo is some kind of fly. This is also a fly. This is a fly. What's here? Ooh, that's a different fly. Okay. So these are all the same, these 3. So I can drag this image over here. I'm gonna drag this one here. The first image here is going to be the top view that people will be using to identify it, and that the computers will be using to identify it. So I want to use what expresses best kind of the look of the insect. You can select that on the app as well. So I've got there, so I've got my 3 different insects here, my 3 different individuals. So you can see that this one has the time and date, it's got the location's public, so that's good. And I'm going to click on the loading suggestions, and it's saying it thinks that it's a bibio, which is a type of march fly. Could be. I'm maybe going to be a little bit more cautious about this, and I'm just going to type in fly. And it's giving me flies as an option. I like to be more general and not to say that I know more than I do, because when I'm clicking on this thing, I'm saying I definitely know that this is a fly. I definitely know that this is in the genus Bibio, but I don't know that much about the genus Bibio. So I'm going to be a little bit more cautious, and I'm going to say what I do know, which is I know it's a fly. I know it's got those big components. If you don't know it's a fly, but you're counting the legs, you might just say insect, and that would be fine. We're going to do the same thing here with our number 2. It's having a little thing here. So it's giving me all these different flies up at the top and then some other things. But once again, I happen to know that this is a fly, so I'm going to put it down as flies. This here, I happen to think that this is a type of aphid. I think it's the woolly alder aphid. I think it was on an alder. But I'm just going to put it down as woolly aphid, again, being a little bit cautious with my observation. Okay, and I have selected a field for all of them. If you don't select something in this area, it's going to go to an unknown bin, and it's going to, 1, not show up in the BioBlitz immediately, and 2, it'll sometimes take a while for someone to look through the unknown sorting bin here. All of the observations are sorted by iNaturalist members who say things like, I agree that's a fly, but I think it's, it is the bibio fly and things like that. So it's other users of the site will be helping to classify and identify the species these, including some people on staff here. But yeah, so everything is filled out. I don't have any notes to make about any of these, so I'm going to hit the submit 3 observations. And it is having its own tiny little thing. But that'll go through in a moment. Yep. And then it's gone through to being able to edit the observation, which I can do, but I don't need to for our purposes. So I'm just going to go back to our presentation here, go back into the presenter view, and that is the end of the presentation. So if you have any questions about the BioBlitz, please reach out. Our website is www.bracebridgelibrary.ca, and our phone number is 705-645-4171. We hope that you have fun BioBlitzing with us and discovering the insects around us.